Hi, this is Rob, and today I am bringing you a review on two guns that are very similar but at the same time very different. First, we have the second generation Glock 19 9mm. Mainly this video is just going to show you some of the differences between the second and third generations. You'll notice in the second and in the first generation there are no finger grooves on the front of the weapon, and there's also not a rail. You can see on my Glock 23 there the front rail, and it also has the finger grooves. This one is a 40 caliber versus a 9mm. The finish, if you look at the finish on them, the finish on the newer Gen 3s is a little shinier, where the Gen 2 seems to have a more of a matte black finish. I kind of like the look of the classic matte black. I really like the way this gun feels in my hand. Right here, there's a little recess where you can reach and get your magazine to pull it out. That's really the only thing I don't like, the way that rides against my finger. As far as the rails go, I'm not really big on putting lights, lasers, things like that on my guns. I just kind of prefer to keep them how they are. Both of these still have the Glock Sights on them. I really like the Glock Sights. I've seen no reason to need to upgrade to night sights. The shells are pretty similar in size. You can tell that the 40 caliber is a little bit bigger than the 9mm. Well, I mean, you can kind of tell it's bigger. It's a 40. But really, those are the main differences in the guns. Both guns have been safety checked prior to the video. I'm going to take them apart and show you the internals. Have not really changed much. As you can see, it's pretty much the exact same setup. There have just been some cosmetic changes. As a matter of fact, I can take my Generation 2 Glock 19 slide and my Generation 3 Glock 23 frame, Generation 3 Glock 19. It also will accept the 9mm magazines. Chambers, everything works just as it should. So, I suppose if I were more of a fan of the Gen 2 frame, which it is very comfortable, it's a very comfortable grip, but I could put my 23 slide also will go right on my Gen 2 frame. The Glocks are pretty interchangeable when it comes to the 9mm, the 40 caliber, and the 357 SIG. So, the Gen 2s, I mean, you can tell a little difference there as well. It appears to be a little thinner. Not much, but it does appear to be a little thinner than the Gen 3. You can normally pick the Gen 2s up for a little cheaper than the Gen 3s. If I were going with a full size instead of the compact, I might actually look into getting a Gen 2 just because I kind of like the sleeker design, and with the longer handle, this hole's not going to be right there, it's going to be lower. So, with that being said, the choice is really up to you as to what you prefer as far as the handle goes. These are getting harder to find, the Gen 2s. People are hanging on to them. You can find a Gen 2 40 caliber full size. Seems to be the most common one that I've found. But there's the 9mm. And we will put back the 40. Get it ready to go. This is my defense weapon, so we keep it ready to go all the time, as well as the 9mm. All of the guns are put up, they're in a safe area, so they're locked up, no one's going to get to them. But that's the differences between a Gen 2 and Gen 3 Glock. I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts down here, and I will get back to them. So, once again, I'm Rob. These are my 2 thoughts on 2 weapons of 2 calibers. Enjoy shooting. Have a wonderful day.